Hello and welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Natural Harmony with Maria. So glad to see you here again in this beautiful piece of nature again. And yeah, once again, I've been treated with beautiful weather. So I hope you can pick up something from that. But as you probably saw on the title of the video, that it's about not holding on to things that no longer serve you. That's sometimes so hard to do because first of all you have to realize it's no longer serving you, and that even it's holding you back probably in some things, and then you have to deal with the guilt and with so many other things that you have to deal with before you come to the conclusion that you have to make a decision somewhere along the way. And this can be in, it can be in relationships, in your loving relationships, in your friendships, in work, in so many ways that you have to make decisions and see, okay, this is no longer serving us or me, or it's not helping me or anybody else, and actually it's holding me back. So before I go into more of this, I want to share, of course, all of this when I'm about to hike. Enjoy this beautiful nature, share it with you, and yeah, let's talk about further with this because I believe that many of us are struggling with this. Like, oh, you have to cut a tie somewhere along the line, and it's not easy to do. It can really tear your heart apart, or it can mess up your brain. It can do anything with you, but sometimes I believe it is really necessary. And yeah, I had to cut a few times hard in things, and but after a while, you realize it's the best thing I could do. It's not holding on to something that's no longer serving you or the other person or the situation. So before I go further into this, I will flip this screen around and start sharing with you the area where I am at this moment. It's somewhere in just across the border from the Netherlands, so that means it's Belgium in this case, and it's not far from where I live. And yes, I love to share it with you, and I hope you enjoy the scenery, and I hope my words somewhere along the line will resonate, will help you, will ease you, will get things clearer for you, or maybe it just doesn't do anything to you and you just enjoy the nature. Well, that's fine by me too. Whatever it is. Yeah, I hope you enjoy this, and I'm going to flip this screen now, and I hope to see you on the other side of the view. See you. So right here I am on the other side of the screen. I hope you still like it. It's another view. It's another piece of nature where I am now, and which is equally beautiful. It's the same as I just talked about, but it's a different one than the previous days that have been filming. Um, and then we can continue about talking about how difficult it is to actually walk away from things, to, or just decide to stop pursuing certain things, or it's very hard anyhow. The wisest choice is not always the easiest thing to do, as you probably know. I'm sure we all have our moments that are hard. They say, well, something has to change, or I have to make a decision, or yeah, things have to change, and I can't go no longer. Whether it's work or relationship, friendships, things within family or work, anything really. But it's. I agree. I mean, you probably as well. It's the hardest thing to do, to walk away. What no longer, yeah, say it like it is. What no longer serves you, and that's what I wanted to talk with you about, and I hope you can resonate with this, relate to it, um, get new ideas from it or inspirations from it. So I think this is the best place for me to stand still a little bit. I think it's about sunset now. Yes, it is. So we're gonna have a beautiful sky, different colors, different things. You know, different colors. I like that about the sky. Actually, it's fascinating, really. But I didn't want to talk about that, even though it's beautiful. Um, and the sky also changes. It doesn't seem to have problems with deciding to change, unlike us human beings. But I'm sure you know this little bit about this tightness in your chest or in your stomach when you know that oh my God, I'm about to have to make a change because it can't go on like this no more. I'm not happy from this. But should I stay? Should I walk away? Or maybe, and I think that's the first thought that sometimes comes up in your mind. Maybe I just have to try a little bit harder. I have to try a little bit longer. I have to try a little bit more. But we dress it up like a perseverance, or refusing to give up. But sometimes I think what we call, especially working on it harder, we think we're not good enough. We have to do more. But I found out for myself, maybe you recognize this as well. It's merely, like fear in a disguise. It's fear, the fear for stopping, the fear for change, what's happening if I do walk away, if I do turn things around, what's going to happen. And yeah, I had a few heavy moments in my life, um, and I'm sure you have as well, that it's not only involves you, but also other people, which makes it even more complicated to walk away. For me, it was my divorce. It was a pretty heavy one. I had to walk away with 3 little children. Not an easy thing to do, but it's very necessary. Um, so yeah, it was the right thing to do, but it's also a very hardest thing to do. But it's not giving up. You have to tell yourself you're not giving up, but it's not giving up at all actually, because it's more wise. Think about yourself as it's the wisest thing to do. So what if it's finally catching up with yourself? You have to think about that. You really do actually, because you have to stay also within. You have to stay aligned within your natural harmony. I believe very strongly in that. And if none of that is working, then you cannot be in your natural harmony, and you have to make a decision. And yeah, it's hard. It's a hard thing to do, but it's necessary. I do believe that sometimes things in life they don't need more tweaking. You can't keep on tweaking and hoping things are going to be all right. If you tweak it a little bit like this, if you adapt a little bit here, if you make a little change there, you know, even another shift is only partially where it's at. But you do need a little bit of a mindset shift, I believe, or at least to make a little bit of a better version of yourself. But you can only do that when you're ready to make that change. Don't try to make a better version of yourself whilst being still in the yeah in the wrong situation. That's impossible. That's impossible. The same, I believe the disease that makes you sick is not the disease that can cure you. So some things just need closure, and although that closure also have different phases, I believe, a certain part of closure, but mainly the closure has to be from within yourself. Sometimes it's just a clean goodbye, or sometimes it's just a very deep exhale, and you just have to be ready to step into another direction. Actually, just a few people just passed me just a few minutes ago, and they told me it's a very particular, how do you say it? It's going to be a big red moon in about half an hour, so I might be sticking around for that after this video. And I don't know if it's cool, if I will show it to you on video. I don't know if the color will be right, but it must be a spectacular sight from here anyhow. But do you like it, by the way? Do you like this serene environment I'm showing you here? Sometimes it's so necessary to, as I just said, to have a deep exhale and try to see things from a different way, gather some courage. And I've been there more times than I can count. I had to be raising my puzzles in my life, hoping they will fall into place, hope they will come the right truth for me again. But deep down in your heart, you know that it's not going to be. And I must say, every time I had a habit of sticking around too long, of holding on too long, and I did learn from that. I'm not doing it anymore, I think. I hope. But yeah, you can't keep on holding on for too long. It's going to cost you so much in the end. It's going to cost you so much energy. It's going to cost you a part of your who you are, a part of your, yeah, your own natural habitat, habits. You know, your own your natural being. Your, yeah, as I said sometimes in my coaching days, you have to be aligned with yourself. But I suppose you probably have come across situations like that that you can relate to what I'm talking about. I think we all have that little inner compass that we have to listen to. You know, you're just not there anymore where you thought you belonged. So it's that inner compass. You have to let it be your guide. I think you really do. But sometimes, no, it's not sometimes. I've learned rather that there are definitely some signs that you can get and that you can see or you can feel that it's really time to let go of things. And things that drain you without giving anything back to you. It just drains you. You know, pouring effort into something that is, yeah, it's a dead duck really. So you have to be honest with yourself about it. Or if you lose sight on what really what aligns with you. That was a hard one for me too, because I kept on. I'm sometimes I used to be a chameleon. You know, I would just adapt and adapt and adapt and still keep believing, but not anymore so much. I think I got a little bit older and wiser in that respect. And sometimes you have to realize you're just keeping yourself stuck in cycles of resistance. You know, you're trying to fix the unfixable, really, that traps you in pure frustration. Something else you need to get out of quickly then, because you only have one life to live. So you might as well honor that and yes, and respect that and live accordingly. And the thing about neglecting your alignment, your natural harmony, is that you risk sacrificing your own authenticity, your real who you are deep down inside. And believe me, it sneaks into your life more quickly than you realize. And then it's harder to come back from that. But, well, at least that was my experience. So I do believe that it also blocks you from opening up to new things. You know, it blocks you from new growth. For it, yeah, it keeps your energy tied to the past events, and it doesn't allow you to open up for new events, new things to happen, new things to grow, new creativity coming your way. So yeah, I think really your inner peace, at least for me, my inner peace, it stopped when I stopped proving and accepting just everything. Well, not everything, but just too much. That's for sure. So I believe my true peace came from knowing now, learning now when to walk away, when to walk away, and trust in my next chapter, my next thing that's coming to me. That's the thing to do, I believe. I knew many times I thought by myself, am I being too impulsive? Well, the opposite was true, really. I just stuck into situations too long, so I was definitely not too impulsive. But, you know, as I said, most likely deep down inside you already know. You know, your heart does, your heart does whispers, to say it politely, does whispers the truth sometimes between all that stuff that's going through your mind and through your head. So I hope you allow yourself to end things. You allow yourself to make new choices and allow things to vanish from your life. Very hard, not easy to do. I know, I do know, I do know. But if you're standing at some sort of edge between what no longer fits you and the life you actually want, walk it forward. You don't have to do it fast. You can even do it in a tempo that I'm walking this path here right now. I think the sky is just beautiful. It's just colors change from the sky. I don't know if my camera is picking it up, but the serenity here is beautiful. It's so quiet. It's like I'm walking into a painting rather. So I do hope and I do wish you well. Take a breath, I would say. Trust yourself and step slowly but surely. And for instance, for all of that, on top of that, I mean, step gently. Maybe I'm a little bit tired because I notice I'm making a lot of grammar mistakes, stumbling over my words. I hope you forgive me. It's not my mother tongue, and some days my English is more fluid than than another day. But I hope still I make some sort of sense. I'm not just rambling around here. And have peace. Have a peaceful life. A life with inner peace. I do wish you well. And take care. Do take care of yourself and your loved ones. And well, as the name of my channel says it, you know, stick around with your natural harmony. Treasure that. Do treasure it. So I wish you a good day or evening, no matter. No, it depends on when you're seeing this video. Take care, and I'd like to see you in the next video. Bye.